have got many problems, like all of us. Well, maybe not like me, since I am a super popular playwright and will always be. But maybe you don't feel the same. Well, how good though. Just stay still and listen, because I have got a solution to all of your problems. This is published after my successful play, Rumi and Junket, a story about two college students who live next door and, she was a girl, he was a boy. Can I make it more obvious? Classic. Well, yeah, back to my totally efficient way of getting rid of problems. Death. Through my brand new play. Hammer, you will be able to see the perks of death.
For example, you may be a king with all of your problems and work, because kings surely work a lot. And you die, and problem solved.
And what happens if you have some beauties left? Well, you can make a little performance as a ghost or a zombie. That would be so modern. Zombies. So cool. That makes you a cool person. Okay, so you appear in front of your dear son and tell him to do what you couldn't do. That's great parenting. Nobody will blame you because you are dead, and if they do, who cares? You are already dead. Of course, there are some secondary effects. This state is not reversible, and you can't even eat. Not even a f***ing sandwich. And oh God, those mixed sandwiches give me life. So just die, you all.
Good to see you, ladies and gentlemen. Here is Gongora, master of words. Through my poems, you will feel strong sentiments, and I recommend you this one the most. My fable of Polyphemus and Galatea, full of wit and cultural references. It is truly easy to read, I swear, and will help you reach ataraxy.
What are you trying to fool? Master of words? More like master of none. Nobody wants to read a boring tale about some cyclops and cynics. How stale. My name is Lope de Vega. I'm here to change your lives, so try the art you will going through my archives. Fontevejuna comes first to mind. It's a story about a town that rises against oppression. Isn't that far more interesting than writing yet another love story?
Dear Lope de Vega, you deserve a distinguished prize. Something like a medal for your horrific writing style. Though I do not claim to be better, the wisest readers can confirm so. Your technique won't surpass mine ever, so I hope you don't write anymore.
Does your arm hurt after reaching so far just to try to spread misinformation of my work from afar? There are none on this earth that do not love my work, a perk that you do not enjoy. But alas, a sore loser has a sore mind, and I cannot expect logic from a man so blind. Stop trying to pretend to be the greatest bard. My kindest regards.
Most respected Lope de Vega, we all know you thrive for the attention of the masses. However, do you not understand that this is my advertisement? Alright. The fable of Polyphemus and Galatea is a must in your reading list, especially if you enjoy the Roman and Greek cultures. Although my story obviously goes beyond that antiquity and improves such outdated style.
You fail to understand that it is not me who wants their attention, Gongora, but rather the masses who want to give it to me. Now step aside and let the real writer give the public what they want. Fuente Ovejuna, unlike the myths, is based on a real story. The story of the common folk uniting to fight against an oppressor. Why read about legends when you can be a part of one yourself? We all want to be heroes, and so this story will give you the opportunity to become one.
Why do you wish to turn literature into a competition? If you let me have a say in this conversation, I, as a reader, would surely enjoy the reading of both books. So let me suggest the following idea. Let us stop our bickering and blend our talents to create something magical.
My ability to turn anything into a great story and your ability to create witty remarks out of nothing. It pains me to say this, Gongora, but you might be onto something here. Fine, let's put aside our differences and create something that will blow our readers' minds away.
All is well that ends well. Our precious public, please, you shall purchase this upcoming piece of art. It is a compilation of our best works. You must consider its affordable price as a sign of its easy comprehensibility.
You will not regret buying this masterpiece. If you buy one now, you will get a special version with both our autographs. It's an incredible opportunity, don't miss it. By the way, if you want more content and more sketches like this, please give us a donation in our Patreon. Bye!
Hi, I'm the writer Oscar Wilde. You might remember me from such books as The Happy Prince and Other Tales or Ravenna. A murder is always a mistake. One should never do anything that one cannot talk about it after dinner. That's why you should buy my book, The Picture of Dorian Gray. Get it by calling the number that appears on the screen. You can talk about it at any dinner. Today in our program we have two writers who will present their new books, Mary Shelley and Jane Austen. Hi girls, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
So happy to be here.
Okay, two female authors who must have a lot in common. Do you know each other? Or is this your first time?
I would say that this is a first.
We haven't met before indeed. I have never said, but I'm really a fan of your reviews about your novels, of sensibility in Sense and Sensibility and Price and Prejudice.
Really, I'm really flattered to know that such a talented writer would say that about my work. In fact, I'm really thrilled about your newest novel, Frankenstein.
I see that you two are getting along well. Now that Jane has started talking about it, Mary, you come here to talk about your newest book.
Hi Victor, Jen, thank you a lot for inviting me.
Thank you for coming to our show. Mary, tell us something about your last novel.
Well, my work is Frankenstein or the Modern Prometheus, a novel about Victor Frankenstein's most shocking creation.
Yeah.
The main character is also your namesake,
Victor! Oh my god!
Okay, right. Victor is a young scientist who creates a monster
monster.
in the most challenging scientific experiment. What he doesn't expect that his creation, who will develop feelings as he has to deal with his life. The novel is a Gothic and epistolary work which contains horror fiction, thriller and fantasy.
When did you publish it?
I had started writing when I was 18 years old. The first edition has been published anonymously in London on 1st of January, 2 years later.
Why did you decide to write this novel?
The story is inspired in a nightmare that I had it when I was a child.
A child?
Yeah, a child. One day I did a bet with Rieiro to find out who creates the most terrifying horror story.
Thank you for coming here. Hello, I'm the writer and director Oscar Wilde. I have an advice for you. Yes, you who are watching this. I never travel without my diary. One should always have something sensational to read in the train. Buy my book, The Picture of Dorian Gray, and have something sensational to read in the train. Call the number 6, 5, 11, 12. Oh, I'm so clever that sometimes I don't understand a single word of what I'm saying. We have Gina here, Rieiro again. She's going to talk about her newest book. It will be a bestseller.
And of course, the most criticized one.
Yeah, we will talk about that later. Present us your book, Emma.
Emma is a heroine that no one but me will like. She's a really complex character. She's spoiled, she's clever, she's handsome, and she's self-satisfied.
So Emma is a strong female character and also is the protagonist of your novel.
And that's why Emma is going to be heavily criticized. I think the general readers don't really like that kind of characters and they tend to hate them and their authors. Anyways, Emma overestimates her matchmaking abilities and she isn't aware of the dangers of meddling with other people's life.
Sounds interesting. When did you decide to write this novel?
First, I wanted to portray the concerns and difficulties of my country's young women, but I also wanted to write a comedy of manners, and at the same time, I treated issues like gender, age, marriage, social status. I just wanted to keep it real and portray real issues from real women, you know?
Yeah, I know. A novel to raise awareness and portray reality as it is. You can miss Emma this Friday in your local bookstores. Now let's go to the next section of the show, mean tweets.
I often want to criticize Jane Austen, but her books madden me so that I can't conceal my frenzy from the reader. And therefore, I have to stop every time I begin. Every time I read Pride and Prejudice, I want to dig her up and beat her over the skull with her own shingun. I'm flattered to read that my book moved you so much to write this. I'm speechless.
Mary Shelley, the one that starts science fiction? Women thinking and taking literature from men is the ghost story? She's just a simple woman that couldn't be more irrelevant. She should start doing the house chores or fall like her. Male intelligence at its finest. Taking literature from men? I don't wish women to have power over men, but over themselves.
I go so far as to say that any library is a good library that does not contain a volume by Jane Austen, even if it contains not other book. An empty library is what is needed to write this.
Wait, do you remember me? I am the same as before, and you spent years of your life without living at all. But you will now spend a minute buying my book? Really? Buy my book! Damn it, buy my book!
I don't know what this means. Is this real life?
There's nothing on the TV.
Hey, come on.